Hello. Know what time it is? It's time to get down. Anyway, so I got a lot to do, so I gotta get started on this. I'm gonna do for you a very special presentation of the baby Thanksgiving. So it's a small meal, because they're not having a big, we're not gonna have 45 people at the house this year. So I'm doing a little baby Thanksgiving. So I got the breast, two breasts on the bone. I'm gonna do basically a quarter turkey, kind of. And so we're gonna do that. And what we're gonna dress the turkey with is a honey mustard, boom, big bang drop on that one. It's gonna be honey mustard. It's gonna have a little bit of garlic. And I'm also gonna do something fun with the pear. You guys will see that happen in a little bit with the turkey. Then I'm gonna do what I did. I did something the other night with these yams. Just set me on fire. I love it. It's gonna be the maple aromatic yam. I'm telling you, at this point, that's a staple for me. I don't know what happened. I found the aromatics in my ingredients during a video, and I said, let's try this. Boom. Over my favorite now forever, maple aromatic vanilla nutmeg yam. Then, of course, we're gonna do a classic green bean mushroom onion bake. All of this is gonna be baked. I'm gonna do a gluten-free stuffing dressing. This here's the gluten-free bread. I buy that specifically so in case I ever want to buy, do a sandwich or something like that. And then I can make a Twinkie sandwich later. So there'll be some leftovers. Hopefully, I'll be making Twinkie sandwiches after this, just like you would in a regular year. Okay. Anyway, so we're gonna do the dressing. I got what do I got here? I got rosemary, sage, and thyme It all came together at the store, so I was like, let's do it. That's all fresh herb. I'm gonna chop that up, bang bang, with some celery, butter. I'm gonna use 1 egg because it helps to bind all those good crunchies together. I gotta get these things drying actually right now if I'm gonna get on schedule. A little bit of vegetable oil. Now this is my special. The last dish is gonna be parsnip cranberry. Now I've cheated a little bit, but I did use whole cranberries in a can, and then I I blend that up with parsnip. It's parsnip cranberry, and it is so good it's gonna clunk you on the head. It's so good it's clunk you. You're gonna be like, oh my gosh, clunk, that is so good. And then you're gonna be full and happy. Oh, I'm gonna use some of my fresh parsley I got here, always staying fresh. And that's it. Maybe I should drink another Mountain Dew if I'm gonna make it through this one. All right, power to the baby turkey. Let's get started on the yams. We have a good batch. This time I'm not gonna go too fancy on prep on this. I'm just gonna get some rounds out of it. Okay, and then we're gonna season them up with these, these flavorful things I was talking about earlier. I got a maple syrup, aromatics. These are aromatic bitters. Usually you find that like in bar materials, things like that. We got a little nutmeg, vanilla. And here's the yam. I'm just gonna do this with them. Just gonna make some rounds. It'll be a classic bake. And I know how much I'm going to use already. So I'm actually going to use the rest of my maple syrup. Not too sweet. Just a few dashes of aromatic. And then, was that a few dashes? I love the aromatic in it. It's so good. We're going to do some vanilla. That'll bring it together. And then just a little bit more savory from the nutmegs, that holiday flavor kind of there. We'll cut this all up, and then we're going to be putting them together, and then we'll get started on the green bean. Just a second. I added something to the yam. I just didn't want you to miss out. I added a little bit of brown sugar, okay, to finish, and then of course we have a big pan of that. Woo, I got sticky. Then, did you see that? Then we're just gonna wrap this up a bit, okay? So we want it to get nice and hot in there. almost like a covered pot. I guess I could have used one of my big baking dishes with a cover on it, but you know what? We're acting like we're at home. Anybody's home. We could do this at anybody's home. That's right. Okay, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna bake those out. And now we'll get to the green bean. Actually, wait. We gotta dry these breadcrumbs, or it's gonna just be too late for me. Everything will just be way behind schedule. You guys will be mad because dinner's not ready and that whole thing, and I don't like that either. So I've already got I got a poultry season on here, a mix. I had a what most people have around the house is a poultry season. It's a mix of like oregano, rosemary, all that good stuff. Salt, a little more rosemary. I used a little bit of garlic oil, and we toasted this all together. Or we're gonna put this all together, and we're gonna toast this in the oven right now. And I'm off. Okay, here we go. We're going to prep up these. The green bean and mushroom. I'll take the end off, but I don't like the ends on the mushroom. Wait, make sure the end doesn't go back into the pile. Oh, you guys can't see me with my hat on today, huh? All right. I have fun. I'm sorry. I like to have fun. Why do I have this knife? It's an 8-inch chef knife. I should have my vegetable knife. Okay, guys, make sure you have the right knife in your hand, please. Somebody straighten me out. See, watch how fast this is now. It's just like that now. Wait, oh, I missed one. Okay. See, you show off, you end up screwing it all up. All right, we're gonna mix this in with the green bean. I'm not gonna waste all my time just chopping mushrooms. As entertaining as that could be. I'm gonna, one of my lights just go out? Anyway, I'm gonna get into these, the shallot that I just wanted to flavor up this, this green bean casserole with it. You don't have to do a lot of flavoring when you use the right, vegetation. So we're just going to make some circles out of these, some onion rings out of this shallot. Okay. I'm going to break them down so that they open up and they actually turn into little rings. And you have a beautiful casserole building here, don't you? I'm going to do butter in that. I'm going to do mushrooms in here. I'm going to mix this all up, Give me a bowl. Do it. Mix it up. Gonna do that. I'm gonna get some olive on it. Hey. Bada bing. Gotta have some olive. You're gonna have to have a little salt. Why is that open on the table? Because it's a blessing. That's right. Bada bing. Let's do some rosemary and stuff, because you know what? We're gonna kind of give it a hint of some of the other seasonings that are going on. You don't do all the seasonings in every one of them, but you'll take like a piece of one of the seasonings from one of the dishes, and it'll help tie it in. And your brain puts that stuff all together. I'm telling you, it really does. Your brain put it together, your taste buds go in, it's all like a symphony. Next thing you know, you got a little yam that has a little bit of a, beautiful sweet mark from the honey that's in the, that. Okay. I'm sure you guys follow me, kinda. Well, if you do, you're probably as cuckoo as I am. But that's okay. We got the olive oil in there. We're gonna do some garlic. What do I do with my garlic? Oh, I put it in my seasoning blend for the dressing, the bread dressing, stuffing, right? It's not necessarily stuffing today because we're just doing a couple of breasts of turkey, so it's not really stuffing. But you know what I mean? It's a dressing, so that's what we're gonna call it. I just get carried away. All right, we're gonna put this in a dish and bake that also. I'm getting it all ready. Just bake it together. Power to the turkey. Okay. So what I've gotten into here is the parsnip and cranberry. It's also a dressing. How about that? We're just having dressings, and so I went ahead and got ahead of this chopping first, because you guys don't need to see all that. Remember those big long roots? I had sitting here. That's the parsnip. And now what I need to do is get these into little pieces so that we can blend them up. We're gonna blend them. I got my immersion blender here. Remember that one I showed you? It's got all the beautiful speeds on it, you know? I could go easy. Or I could go hard. Yeah. You can go easy. You know why? Because I don't need a big mess like I did last time. Okay, now, so we got those together. Now let's get this. All right, let's see how much I can get in the actual bowl this time. We're doing good. I'm scoring. Come on. That's 100%. That was 100%. All right. Oh wait, we're not done with that. I always turn my knife the other way just in case, you know, get it. Oh my gosh, it just came right out. Look at that. You know why? Because I opened the can up before I started the video. Because, you know, you don't want to see me like open a can, right? I mean, that's boring. You know, so I think ahead. I'm smart like that. You know, we're having turkey, okay? And yeah, so we got the cranberry in there. You know, this is gonna need a little more liquid. So I got some water ahead too, because I think ahead, see? It's smart. You gotta be smart in this world, or it'll catch up to you. We'll see what happens. Oh, it's working. Well, man, I love this deep bowl, real deep bowl. Am I getting any on here? Ooh, look at it. Beautiful color. You could imagine parsnip is like it's bright. It's a root. You know, like you might eat, you know, potatoes or yams and stuff like that, and they all fluctuate between sweetnesses and like herbaceous. Somebody just hit me there. Whoa, I got a text. Anyway, so it's sweet and it can be savory, you know, and things like that. But this root particularly, parsnip, it's kind of like it has like a tingle to it, almost like an effervescence, or like, you know how ginger is kind of sharp on the tongue a little bit, but it's not like ginger. So it's like ginger, but it's not like ginger, but it's like that. So, anyway, I love parsnip. And when you put the cranberry in there, it gets even better. Okay, you don't have to watch me do all of this either now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just make sure that I blend this good. Off camera, you know, backstage. Unless you guys want to come backstage, you gotta come over. You gotta come over to help. So we're gonna do this off camera. I might add something to it. I might add a little lemon, you know, to bring it some more rounded flavor, some tree fruit flavor. I might put a little more sugar in it, just depending on what's going on right now. I'll see you in just a minute. So actually, the parsnip and cranberry dressing is actually one and done. It is a raw dressing. So all you raw koshers. Okay, this is the fun part. We're gonna be doing the dressing, the bread dressing. What I'm doing right now is just chopping up some fresh herbs to go into that whole blend that's going on the. What am I hitting? Going on the dressing, the bread dressing. And so then that'll bring it up nice and fresh. Okay, I don't have to waste my time with that. I'm gonna show you guys everything. We get ourselves a bowl like this. We're going to put our breadcrumbs right in there. See how I got them dried out? Dried them out in the oven. I chopped that loaf of bread up, right? Get all the crumbs out. Then I'm going to use some butter. You know what? Let's go ahead and put the herb on it first, because I want that herb to be touching. I want it to be touching the bread, the main ingredient. Let's get some celery in here too before we do that butter. I want to get some pieces of celery. You notice that I didn't chop off any of the leaves of the celery, because guess what? There's a lot of celery flavor right in those leaves. The big flavors of it. Okay? I'm gonna get a lot of flavor out of that. And then we'll go ahead, get some butter in there. Not too much, because you don't want to drench it. You just want enough so that it comes back up. Okay? Although butter does make everything better, doesn't it? Hold on, let's get a little more butter on there. I'm going to try and keep it kind of clear. Most of the salt and stuff is down there. I want it to be clear. We're going to use a little bit of vegetable broth, in case you have some friends over that don't eat meat. Okay, this is really just reviving this dressing. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, can you? We got a beautiful dressing going here, and that might do it. You think I should use a little more fluid? Did you hear it? It's still kind of clinking on the bottom of the pan. Did you see that? It's kind of like when you get to that point where it sounds a little softer, a little clunky, instead of clink, 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 like that. Okay, gonna get it into our dish. I think I picked the right size dish for that. I used another one and I had to change this out actually. Okay, so that's going to be that. Do we need to do anything else to it? I had put some salt in it earlier. I don't like to do a lot of salt. Oh, you know what I did not do? Is the egg that I convinced everybody to do. Did I? So let's go ahead and bring that back up. I'm going to use, do I have a whisk here? Can I take my whisk out of the kitchen? That's all right. Just going to mix it up a little bit. I'm going to have to clean this whole cutting board now. That's okay. And we're going to make sure we do get that egg in there to bind it up. Bring everything together. So this is what happens, you know, when you're at home. You can do this stuff. You can make little mistakes because you're not, you know, taking videos in front of 1,000 people. You just make mistakes, that's no big deal. Nobody really cares too much if you make a mistake and you're alone in your house and no one's watching the video. Okay. All right, we're gonna bake that, and next we're gonna get to the turkey, the jive turkey. All right, we've gotten to the big turkey. What's that guy? Foghorn Leghorn? I count my number, my feathers for just such an emergency. Okay, I'm not that good at it. But anyway, first thing I'm gonna do is we're gonna bless this turkey. A little salt, right? Bada bing. Make sure that gets on the table. And all over. We're gonna go with the butter. Cause why? Cause butter makes everything beautiful. That's right. Let's get this in here. Butter's on everything. Make sure. Let's get our hands up underneath it. You just want to get underneath the skin. It's gonna make that skin nice and crispy too. So nice butter dash there. Good. Now what do we got? We got, oops, we need a new pair of gloves. That's what we got. So we got that. And let's make the mustard sauce. So I'm gonna grab some, don't tell them, Grey Poupon Dijon mustard, made from white wine. But I'm gonna do that, as long as nobody knows. And then we'll do that. You might want to make more than that. So here we go. A little honey. A little honey, oh, next sweet. Actually, a lot of honey. It's gonna bring some sweetness to it. Watch out, we're gonna have to clean up now. All right. You just fold that over and it gets clean again, see, kind of. All right, gonna mix that up. Let's use a little garlic. Oleo olive with garlic, infused garlic, right? Just a little, not too much. And once you got that going, you got yourself a honey mustard dressing, pretty much. You know what you could throw in there? A little sherry to bring it up. You can tell I don't open this very often. Anyway, just a little bit of sherry. It'll just, yeah, just kind of brighten it up a bit. Give it some pizzazz, other than the grape upon. So lots of honey. And before I go any further, I want to make sure that I got some lemon in there. Let's see, let's go long. And let's just go ahead and throw it right underneath there. You guys ready? I'm gonna watch me glove up, hold up. You gotta do this, sorry. It's one of those things. Because I can't be getting, you know, totally defiled right here. It's called kosher cooking. So the first thing is I'm gonna pick this up, I'm gonna go lemon right under there, bang. I'm gonna go grab this pear. I'm gonna do, that looks pretty clean. I don't see any seeds at all. I'm just gonna get a little of the seeds out. I should have had a little paring knife in my hand, that's all right. Yeah, there's a little bit of seed. You wanna get seeds out. Seeds spoil sugars. Let's do it again. Oop, now I got chicken on my hand anyway, that's all right. We're gonna do a lemon, pear. You know what, let's just do this with the pear. See how I screwed all that up just now? We're gonna do that with the pear. It'll actually kind of grab some juices, I think. And get it to fit. Bang. Yep. Yep. So we'll get that to do that. That's why I should have done 2 gloves. But guess what? I still got a clean hand now. Now this is the dirty one. Alright, so now I do have another glove here if I need it. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and be generous with this mustard. Yep, all in there, that's right. You get it all up in the skin. Good. Good, bring it down. All that stuff will go into my dirty pile in just a second. This will just get brushed on, even onto the pear. So there's a little pool there inside the pear. I didn't even plan that. Just one of those things you do, you know, when you're moving, when you're shaking, when you're counting your feathers. It's true, you gotta count your feathers. All right, so we got some honey. I'm gonna just kind of kick that in here. You know, because remember, what are we? We're artists in a way, aren't we? This is a brush. Okay. Get these things, throw them in the dirties. This is going in the oven. I got the yams already in there for about 20 minutes or so. So those will be coming in. I think I'm ready to rock and roll here. I'll throw the vegetables and the stuffing in a little bit. We're gonna have ourselves a very nice little meal. So what I think I'm gonna do right now is set up a garnish for the turkey. I think I am. Let's see what it does. You guys getting that? I'm I'm not as fast as some of these guys, you know, these guys are wizards with knives or whatever. I'm not as good, but I do take my time and I put my love into it. Does that count for anything? It's got to, come on. Ooh, I just ruined a piece. I'm going at the right angle. I'm not as consistent as I want to be with my knife. You know, I've never taken a class. The only thing I've ever done is hang out with my friends who cook. You guys think, is that gonna work? I think that works. Let me see. Does that work? Push it out, push it, push it, push. And that end. Okay, here is our very special Thanksgiving for two. Ringraziamento Perdue. Molto romantico. It's very romantic. Just Thanksgiving for two. Okay, and we have the parsnip, the parsnip cranberry, the aromatic yams, of course, the honey mustard glaze breast of turkey, and then, of course, now we have the delightful green bean mushroom casserole, a special mama make it, and then, of course, a handmade gluten-free bread dressing is exclusivo. Okay? Buena noite. Talk to you soon, and shalom.